Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Texas Motor Speedway for our 7th chase race of the season here in Season 5 of the Mobil1 Cup Series. We're getting ready for the running of the UPS 300 here tonight under the lights at this speedway with an all-Joe Gibbs racing front row. Jeffrey Finguy on the pole for tonight's race. Alongside of him is going to be Austin Ogo, who comes in tied for dead last, I guess you could say. He's actually listed 12th, but both he and Joseph Bryant, who are 11th and 12th in chase standings, have 998 points apiece. Right now, they are just about 100 points behind Adam Chambers in the standings. Really, it's looking bleak for both Joseph Bryant and this guy, Austin Ogo, to be able to battle for the championship, to be able to make up 100 points in 3 weeks, well, 4 weeks if you count tonight's race, just does not seem possible with the point system we've got. But you never know, stranger things have happened. Austin Ogo still trying to pick up a Mobil1 Cup Series victory here this season. Then lining up in third place, a guy who's definitely got a lot of momentum on his side. He won his second Mobil1 Cup Series race of the season last week at Lime Rock. That is, excuse me, I had some saliva get caught in my throat. Dylan Young comes in with 2 wins, as I said. He dominated the race at Lime Rock last week, looking to win again his 3rd win of the season here tonight at Texas. And alongside of him, a guy who hasn't been to victory lane for quite a while. I believe his last win, or his only win, came at Homestead Miami Speedway, and that is Drew Austin in the 44. Trying to see if we can find any other chasers besides Austin Ogo up at the front of the field. Don't really have to look that far back before you find Ralph Mason rolling off from the 8th position. He comes into this race 4th in the points, a 2-time winner, and he is 19 points back from points leader Adam Chambers. Then just behind him, you got Kyle Sosnowski, a 3-time winner this season, a rookie. He also is only 19 points back from leader Adam Chambers. He and Ralph Mason actually come in tied with the same amount of points. Waidas Avotas right there, he's lined up, I believe that's in the 11th position in that 9 car. Still looking for his first win of the season, as he is 9th in points. According to my point stands, he's 64 points out of the top spot. And then right there, in that orange machine, that is Adam Chambers, the current points leader, who comes in with only a mere 9-point advantage over Eric Burton in the point standings here tonight. Time to get these cars rolling off. They're going to complete a couple pace laps. While they do that, we will show you the starting lineup for tonight's event. Our Truck Series event was definitely a wreck fest. Seemed like a race where the chasers had to basically survive, and if they could do that, they left with good points. Will the case be the same here tonight with these Mobil1 Cup Series cars, or will we see a completely different kind of race in this Mobil1 Cup Series event? Here's your starting lineup. Drivers from Joe Gibbs Racing on the front row. Both of them have yet to get to victory lane this season. Finguy comes into this race 33rd in points, as we said, winless. Austin Ogo, dead last in chase points and winless. So let's see if one of those two can maybe work some magic, get to victory lane for the first time this season in a Mobil1 Cup Series event, as the green flag is out. 34 laps here tonight at Texas. Austin Ogo might have gotten a little bit better of a restart there than Jeffrey Finguy did, as he took the advantage into turn 1, but that inside line now going to kick in. Jeffrey Finguy going to go to the point. Dylan Young right behind him. Lily Erickson right behind him as well as their contact, and Dylan Young going to get moved into the middle groove. Michael Norman just moved somebody, and there goes Jacob Lawler around it. Oh, they're wrecking up at the front. Dylan Young just got clipped by someone. Might have been from Michael Norman, and the caution's out. Finguy beats Lily Erickson to the line, and oh my goodness, this was right up at the front of the field. There's Dylan Young, his night's done. Oh, Kyle Sosnowski, the 34, 3-time winner, 5th in points. He is involved already. Mark Thomas is involved. Widos Votas has got damage. He's on pit road. Ralph Mason's in it. Jacob Lawler's in it. This was way up at the front of the field, as you could clearly tell with the drivers that were involved in this. Jake Rogers may have been in it. Felix Graves is on the apron. I don't know if he got a piece of it or not. And there's Austin Ogo, outside pole sitter. He's got damage. He was involved in this. This driver's going to come down, make some pit stops here. There's Michael Norman. He may have been able to save it. I thought he was the car that got up into Dylan Young. I don't know. Dylan Young had hard luck in the Truck Series race here yesterday. Was running well and got taken out in a 4-wide situation. And now gets involved in this one when he was running up inside the top 10. Texas not playing out well for Dylan Young at all. As Lily Erickson was actually listed as the leader, I thought that she actually beat that Finn guy actually beat her to the line, but they're going to make some pit stops here. Let's see what's going to happen. Wolfgang Mason, gas and go. And same for Drew Austin. Austin's gone. So Drew Austin's going to be first off pit road. I believe he went with only fuel only. It might have been a 2-tire stop. I don't know. Wolfgang Mason comes out second. Erickson third. Jake Baskinger fourth. And Adam Chambers, the points leader, will come out in the 5th position. So Drew Austin looks like he'll be our leader on our next restart, but we got to see what puts under the caution for the first time tonight. Well, they just started moving around like crazy here at the front of the field, and we'll see where the contact's going to begin. Oh, right there, it was Ralph Mason getting into Michael Norman in the middle of this pack, down to Jacob Lawler. Lawler could do nothing. His car just snaps back at the track. There's Widos Votas. He comes up into Harui Tashimi, and Sosnowski has nowhere to go. Mark Thomas. Look at Ralph Mason up and in the air. Up on his roof is Lawler, and look at Mason. He's up and into the catch fence. Shades of John Cittadino from our Truck Series race last night. So Tashimi did get a piece of this, and there's Dylan Young. Oh, Rohit Vidarva was also a victim taken out in this. I don't know how he got involved, but let's see where the contact was here. Oh, watch Michael Norman come down. When he got clipped, he came down, just barely clipped the back of Jake Rogers. Rogers comes up, gets Dylan Young and Austin Ogo. Nothing Michael Norman could do there. He was just a passenger trying to hang on to the thing. He got into the back of Rogers, but Dylan Young, until he looks at the replay, he's not going to understand what happened. Austin Ogo, same deal for him. It was quite a save there by Michael Norman, actually. Oh, and there's Rohit Vidarva. Nowhere for him to go. Just barely caught the 6. And Rohit is going to probably be DNFing from this race as well. That's about 10 cars involved right there. And a couple of chasers to boot. Austin Ogo, Widos Votas, and Ralph Mason, as well as the Kyle Sosnowski machine. So that's 4 chasers involved in this, and this is certainly going to probably play out big in the stands, especially with the fact that this guy came in 5th in points. Kyle Sosnowski, Ralph Mason came in 4th in the points stands. Let's see how bad his damage was. There he is. Oh, man, he actually had to teleport to pit road. That's how bad his damage was. Same deal for Widos Votas, so we may have some chasers already DNF here under our first caution of the evening. Getting ready to go back to green on lap 6 of 34. Drew Austin, after we saw that pit stop, he is going to be out in front. Second place is going to be Wolfgang Mason. Lily Erickson third, Jake Baskinger fourth, and Adam Chambers is now up to 5th. Chris Kyle now 6th, Danny Wells 7th, Tryphon Reed in 8th. 9th place is going to be Riley Ogle, with James McLeod completing the top 10. James Silverfox 6th in points. He's worked his way up to 11th now. Michael Norman is in 12th. Dylan Poteet runs 13th. Sean Henley 14th, our Truck Series winner. And Jeffrey Finguy will be 15th, with Galligan 16th, Nicole Williams in 17th. Richard Johnson 18th, 19th is Trent Dunham, and there is Eric Burton in the 20th position. You know that Chambers is 5th, so Eric Burton is now an extra 15 points back right now, according to our live points, behind Adam Chambers in the standings. There's the rest of our chasers. Joseph Bryant in 21st place. Got to go a long, long ways back before you find anybody else, because there are no other chasers behind Joseph Bryant that have not DNF. Felix Graves lined up a lap down. Drivers out after these incidents that just took place are as follows. Austin Ogo, Kyle Sosnowski. Those are 2 chasers out of the race. Mark Thomas, Harui Tashimi, Dylan Young. Then 2 more chasers, and Ralph Mason and Widos Votas, Jacob Lawler, and Rohit Vidarva have also gone back behind the wall. So that took out a lot of drivers right there at the beginning of this thing. Felix Graves 1 lap down, lined up on that inside line there. We'll see if he can be up to speed with these guys, maybe get himself back on the tail end of the lead lap. Remember, Ryan Acosta was able to do it in the Truck Series race. He was trapped a lap down early, worked his way back to the tail end of the lead lap, finished in 2nd place last night. So Felix Graves did not get a good jump, though. Doesn't look like he'll be able to at least pull off what Ryan Acosta did yet. We got a 4-car breakaway up here at the front of the field. Austin, Mason, Baskinger, and Lily Erickson. Looks like it won't really matter, though, as Wolfgang goes to the inside. The caution is out again. And Wolfgang Mason with a pass on Drew Austin. Looks like he will be the leader under the caution flag. Our second caution of the night, just barely beating Jake Baskinger by half a car length. Let's see what this wreck may have been caused by. Oh man, a lot of smoke back here. Poteet's involved. Barney Ward is in it. Buchanan, and it must have started with the slower lap car of Felix Graves, I would have to think. Joseph Bryant's night is over. Jackson, Henley, Eric Burton, second in points, is in it. Jake Rogers is involved. Finn Guy got a piece of it. And I think Trent Dunham, our Season 3 Mobil Cup Series champ, may have gotten a piece of it too. There's more smoke up ahead here. Who's that smoking? Oh, that's Buchanan, Poteet, and Barney Ward. A trio of smokers coming down pit road. Barney Ward out of the race now. And here come the leaders again. Oops. Boy, I can't find him. Let's move to the 25 of Baskinger, who I think was the first car leading this pack. Which I don't really understand because it appeared that Wolfgang Mason actually beat Baskinger to the line, but they got some kind of strange scoring system going on here, I guess. Baskinger's pit stop is done. Let's see if he's going to get out first. No, he's not. Chris Kyle and Wolfgang Mason. And Lily Erickson, they're going to get out first. Lily Erickson's going to be the leader off pit road. Then Chris Kyle, then Wolfgang Mason, Baskinger, Drew Austin. That'll be the top 5 now, as Lily Erickson will take her turn at the front now after a very good pit stop. Let's take a look and see what the caution came out for, though. A lot of cars littered all over the back straightaway, and you got to think this was caused by the slower lap car of Felix Graves. Here it was. This was somewhere around 13th, 14th, 15th, I think. It seemed just back up there. Finn Guy gets into Poteet. Finn Guy got turned by, I think, Galligan. And then Poteet, oh, then there goes Finn Guy. He's going to spin up the racetrack. Poteet, though, he's going to come back up the track. Oh, there's Eric Burton. There's Galligan back there. Third in points getting involved. Dunham back there. Seventh in points involved. And, oh, man, Henley and Poteet get into Felix Graves, and those two are going to go down to the wall along with the 14. Poteet riding on the right side of his machine. Oh, man, that car nearly flipped over, but I think it saved. I think he saved it. I think McNamara just barely squeaked through on the inside. Cole Daly just gets by, but, oh, man, Luke Martin, Charles Jackson, nowhere for either of them to go. They get involved. Zach Buchanan right into the back of Dylan Poteet. And there's Barney Ward right behind them. I don't know who he hit. Let's see if we can find out here. Oh, in the world? Oh yeah, we gotta take a look at this other incident back here with Galligan, Dunham, Eric Burton, but Jordan Davis just barely squeaks through that wreck. Barney Ward does the same, but Barney Ward, I think, then ran into the back of the 28 of Davis. Qualls gets into the back of him. Davis goes spinning around. Barney Ward goes spinning around. James Qualls going to hit him one more time. That's going to propel the 41 a little bit further up the racetrack, and I think that's where the 89 of Joseph Bryant's going to come into play. Right here, let's see. He's trying to find a way through. He turns to the right to be able to get by. Can't quite clear the rear of the AC Delco Chevy, and Joseph Bryant hard into the Barney Ward machine. But now we gotta jump back here. Let's go to the guy who comes in second in points, Eric Burton. He actually does a flip too. Now we know this started when with Sean Galligan getting into Jeffrey Finguy. Finguy's car right there is going to snap loose. There's nothing he can do. He comes back up the racetrack. Dunham has nowhere to go. Eric Burton has nowhere to go. Joseph Bryant somehow got through that. I don't know how. And then it's just on from there. Nobody able to whoa up. And then here comes Jake Rogers, full speed ahead, straight into the Eric Burton machine, just T-bones him. And the 29 performing a few circus tricks with a 360 from side to side. And that's three more chasers right there in your view there. Galligan, Dunham, and Eric Burton, second, third, and seventh in the point standings. We also know that a few others getting some damage as well, including Joseph Bryant, who came in 11th in the point standings. So this track is definitely targeting the chasers, and this is bad break for Eric Burton. who was only 9 points behind Adam Chambers coming in today's race, as we mentioned, and Chambers has yet to be involved in everything. Something really going well for Adam Chambers here tonight. Well, this is definitely going to be the wreck that's going to change the aspect of the point stands heading into next week at Iowa. There's no doubt about that. This is the list of drivers that DNF'd from that last incident. Dylan Poteet, Zach Buchanan, Jake Rogers, Sean Henley, Eric Burton, second in points, out of the race in 29th. Joseph Bryant also out in 30th, and Charles Jackson, Barney Ward, and Felix Graves have also taken their cars back behind the wall. We had 42 cars start this race, only 24 still on the racetrack. All are still on the lead lap. Let's give you a full field rundown right now as they're just coming out of turn 2. Lily Erickson's going to be the leader, Chris Kyle second. Third place, Wolfgang Mason, Jake Baskinger fourth, and Drew Austin will be fifth. Danny Wells sixth, points leader, and probably will be points leader leaving tonight. Adam Chambers has done a great job of surviving. He is seventh. 8th is James Silverfox. 9th place will be John McNamara, with Tryphon Reed completing the top 10. Richard Johnson is in 11th. 12th is Nicole Williams. 13th place will be Jordan Davis. James McLeod 14th. 15th Cole Daly. Then you got Riley Ogle in 16th. 17th place is going to be Justin Williams. James Qualls 18th. Rest of the top 20 completed by Leah Walker and Michael Norman. Sean Galligan will restart in 21st. Jeffrey Finguy in 22nd. Trent Dunham will be 23rd and 24th. And the last car on the racetrack is Luke Martin. Big opportunity here tonight for a lot of drivers to be able to move themselves up in the point stands, including Silver Fox, Dunham, and Reed, 6th, 7th, and 8th in points. We know that drivers such as Eric Burton, Ralph Mason, and Kyle Sosnowski, ahead of those guys, have DNF'd from tonight's race. The green flag is back out here on lap 11 of 34. Gives a total of 25 laps to go here tonight, or 24 rather. Chris Kyle now going to dive down to the bottom of the racetrack. I actually thought he was going to be the one to win the battle off pit road, but Lily Erickson just barely got out ahead of him. Now Chris Kyle goes to the lead. Chris Kyle, a former winner this season, trying to pick up his second win of the season. With Jake Bastian right behind him. Oh, contact! Off of turn 4, and fortunately they're able to keep it together. With Chris Kyle running the apron out of the turn 4 area, and they are 3 wide behind him. Danny Wells stuck in the middle there, with Lily Erickson, John McNamara, and James Silverfox. And Adam Chambers. Oh, Chambers got loose right there. Contact from John McNamara. That nearly went wrong. As they're going to keep it clean and green, perhaps, for a lap here. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody just dived down the pit road. No, it was James Silverfox. He almost went into the infield to try and make a pass to the inside of Adam Chambers. Looks like it's going to work, too. Bold move there by Silverfox, who is still looking for his first Mobil1 Cup Series win of Season 5. He had 3 of them last season, his rookie season and Season 4. Winless so far in Season 5. Really wants to get it. Oh, Danny Wells and Wolfgang Mason make contact. Jordan Davis and Tryphon Reed make contact, and they still keep it together. Good hard racing here. Drivers getting into each other, but not causing big wrecks. Oh, but I think I spoke too soon. Oh, Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis. Oh my goodness, look at this back here. And look who's right in the thick of it. The points leader, Adam Chambers. 3 by 3, 2 rows deep, almost 3 rows deep. They are 3 rows deep. Oh, this is not going to end well. This cannot end well. Can these guys keep this together? Oh, Cole Daly getting close to the back of Nicole Williams. They keep it together though, they're still good. As Chris Kyle continues to lead. Danny Wells second, Jordan Davis currently in the 3rd position. Oh man, Nicole Williams almost got turned by Cole Daly back there. They hang on to it though. Here comes the battle for 2nd, Jordan Davis to the inside. Oh man, look at Wolfgang Mason, he had to go through the infield there. Came right up in front of Adam Chambers, but they still keep it together. Chris Kyle still continues to lead. He's got to be loving this. He's out in front of all this chaos. Oh man, Baskinger just got into somebody. I think that was Riley Ogle. And they hang on to it. Nice saves being done right now. It's been keeping us clean and green for the last 5 laps or so. But still, great hard racing, putting on a great show for the fans here tonight. Oh boy. Boy, I don't like the way they accordion up here in this corner. This is just really not good. John McNamara going to make a move to the inside, 3 wide, putting Drew Austin in the middle, Riley Ogle on the high side. John McNamara, basically the only hope tonight for Joe Gibbs Racing, is both his teammates, Jeffrey Finguy and Austin Ogo, have encountered problems. Oh, and there goes Nicole Williams right up in front of everybody. Oh my goodness. Flipping, barrel rolling is Nicole Williams, end over end, side over side. James Qualls is in it. James McLeod, Lily Erickson, Cole Daly, and there's gotta be more. There's just gotta be. The way that car shot back up the racetrack, oh man, Danny Wells was running inside the top 5. Riley Ogle involved. And the caution waves, and Chris Kyle will be the leader, but a wild, wild ride there for Nicole Williams. She got turned by somebody, went straight up in front of everybody on the middle, almost at the start-finish line there, the front straightaway, at a terrific speed, and that was going to be a huge wreck, you could just tell. There is what's left of the Cole Daly machine, James McLeod. Trent Dunham may have gotten a piece of it. There's the Nicole Williams sitting idle on pit road. Sure hope she's okay. Lily Erickson, James Qualls involved as well. A lot of these drivers we've seen up at the front in the top 5 at one time or another. And just like that, poof, it's over. The caution flies one more time. He had a nice green flag run. It ends in catastrophe. Let's take a look at a replay. Wow, take a look at this. 4 wide, coming off turn 4. We've seen this in the Truck Series race, what'll happen, and there it is. Baskinger, Nicole Williams, James Silverfox, all going to squeeze into each other, make contact. Off the nose of Silverfox goes the Nicole Williams machine. And look at this, 180 miles an hour still, trying to scrub off speed. Can't do it when they're in that grass, and she comes back up the racetrack about 150 miles an hour, right up in front of Cole Daly. No chance to react whatsoever. Riley Ogle nowhere to go as well. There's Lily Erickson involved, Danny Wells, McLeod, Leah Walker somehow slid down to be able to avoid that. I think she got some damage from it, but not much. Tryfon Reed back there too, trying to slow down in time to avoid. But when a car comes up like that, blocks the track on you like that, how do you make a split-second reaction? It just seems impossible. And look at the wild ride Nicole Williams is going to go for. She went for a wild ride from the start. And there's James Qualls. I don't know who it was he hit. He may have hit... he might have hit Cole Daly. Who did Qualls get a piece of that caused him to spin out? Oh yeah, it was James McLeod. Right there. Just try splitting the needle between the Lily Erickson, Cole Daly, and James McLeod machines. Couldn't do it. And there's black smoke erupting from underneath the hood of that machine. That's a tough break for James. So he was trying to get through there. Just couldn't do it. And one driver who actually did get through it, amazingly enough, was third in points, Sean Galligan. As a matter of fact, we're going to go on board with the Aspen Dental Toyota, see just exactly how he got through this incident. Riding on board with Sean Galligan, who is back in the 20th position. Watch him work his way through this wreck. Wow. Splitting the needle there between what I believe was Tryfon Reed, Riley Ogle. I couldn't tell who that other car was. That picked him up quite a few spots there. Remember, Sean Galligan is trying to take second in the stands away from Eric Burton. Getting ready to go back down to the green flag now to be on lap 23 of 34. That should give us a total of 12 laps to go here tonight. On the point, still Chris Kyle. No drivers made any pit stops during that run. Trent Dunham, though, is on the tail end of the lead lap, currently in the 19th position, believe it or not. Yeah, top 20 run right now for the 8 car, and he is behind the pace car just in front of the leader. So that shows you how much of a wreckfest it has been here tonight. Drivers out after that incident that took place are as follows: Cole Daly, James Qualls, Nicole Williams, obviously, Danny Wells, and James McLeod. We now have only 19 cars left on the racetrack, all 19 still in the lead lap, including Trent Dunham there just ahead of leader Chris Kyle. Let's show you the rest of the drivers where they're going to be restarting that have survived so far. Wolfgang Mason second, Jordan Davis third. Fourth place is going to be the guy who's definitely proven that he's going to be the points leader heading into next week at Iowa. That is Adam Chambers. Jake Baskinger runs in fifth. Sixth place is Leah Walker, rather. That's Michael Norman seventh. Eighth place, Justin Williams. Sean Galligan is in ninth, with Jeffrey Finguy currently now in the top 10. Nice job by the pole sitter, working his way back up inside the top 10 here. Luke Martin is in, well, I think he's 11th. 12th is Riley Ogle. 13th, Tryfon Reed. 14th place is going to be Lily Erickson. 15th, Richard Johnson. 16th, John McNamara. 17th place could be Drew Austin, and 18th will be James Silverfox. Trent Dunham is not the leader. He's on the tail end of the lead lap. Chris Kyle going to get us under the green flag as he is the leader. Remember, he can't make the pass on Trent Dunham via low side when the green drops. He goes to the high side to try and make the pass. But Wolfgang Mason wants to use Trent Dunham as a pick, and he's going to do so. Wow, Chris Kyle got a terrible restart. So did Chambers. They're going to drop like rocks to the back. Oh, and Galligan got contact. There goes Michael Norman. Justin Williams is around, and that didn't take long. And did they save it? Whoa, boy, more contact for Drew Austin and Richard Johnson, and Justin Williams spins again. Well, that's the caution anyway. Silver Fox, Riley Ogle, they got spun around too, along with Jordan Davis. And the leader at the line this time is going to be Jake Baskinger, and he did put Trent Dunham down a lap, I believe. Or did Dunham beat him? Dunham might have beat him. Yes, he did. Trent Dunham did beat him at the line. Trent Dunham's back at the tail end of the longest line here. So we've got less than 10 to go now. And again, more drivers up at the front of the field getting involved in an incident. This time the contact started between Galligan, Norman, and Justin Williams. Let's see what happened. Well, here it was. Everybody just kind of accordioned up here, and I think this could have been because they were trying to figure out what they were going to do with the Trent Dunham machine. And, oh boy, Galligan gets a good run coming off turn 2, but he just gets into the right rear of Michael Norman. Up in the wall they go. Finn Guy gets a piece of it. There's Justin Williams. He's going to spin around. I think everybody was able to avoid him, though. And then something happens further back here, though. Well, there it is right there. Silver Fox, Riley Ogle. We know Jordan Davis gets a piece of whatever this was. Oh, remember when Chris Kyle and Adam Chambers were really, really slow? Looks like Silver Fox didn't realize it. Runs into the back of the Chris Kyle machine. Kyle goes up and almost bounces off of Chambers. Chambers doesn't know how lucky he was to dodge that bullet. And there's Riley Ogle. Again, second wreck in a row where he's been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Straight into the nose-to-nose with James Silver Fox. Drew Austin nowhere to go as well. And Jordan Davis going to come into view here pretty soon. Oh, there he is. Oh, Lily Erickson nowhere to go. And here comes Jordan Davis. Well, I guess Jordan Davis actually was, no, I think Jordan Davis actually was just coming off pit road after a pit stop, so he really didn't get involved in anything. And then Justin Williams, after everything had settled out, or so we thought. Let's see what happens here. Where's Galligan back there still spinning? Oh, Justin's going to come back up the racetrack. Drew Austin was getting some good momentum, trying to split between the 5 and the 3. Couldn't do it. Makes contact with Justin Williams again. And right there, Richard Johnson's going to get a little piece with the left front of the Tax Slayer Chevrolet as well. So 2 times on the back straightaway, Justin Williams spins out. And there's Galligan, there's Chris Kyle, and oh man, Galligan's got smoke erupting from the front of his car. That's an indication that he will probably be DNFing. How hard a hit did he take? Couldn't have been that bad, I don't think, unless he got the inside retaining wall. Let's take a look. Third in point, Sean Galligan was having a great run. Oh, he actually was okay at this point, I think, after he and Michael Norman made contact, but then Chris Kyle is not going to be able to slow up, and he's going to nail the 64 car right there. And that's what causes Galligan to DNF. Boy, Sean Galligan got taken out by, I believe it was Derek Reed when he was run up at the front of the field in the Truck Series race. Was doing a great job of recovering here tonight up inside the top 10. He gets plowed by Chris Kyle. That's going to DNF him from this race. And a tough break is so far tonight, out of the top 5 drivers in the standings, 4 of them have had problems tonight. The only one that hasn't has been the points leader, Adam Chambers. Let's go back to green. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. No pit stops made under this caution flag. Baskinger will remain the leader. Leah Walker has now worked her way up to 2nd. 3rd place is Tryphon Reed. McNamara 4th. And 5th is the pole sitter, Jeffrey Finguy. Then it's Luke Martin in 6th. 7th place is going to be Drew Austin. Michael Norman 8th. Adam Chambers still up in the top 10. That car I don't think even has a scratch on it, as he is in 9th place. And 10th is going to be Justin Williams. Lily Erickson will be in, I believe, 11th. Oh no, Lily Erickson's a lap down. Lap down in 14th. But Trent Dunham, he told you he got back. Whoa, he got back on the tail end of the lead lap. He's going to be 11th for this restart. 12th will be Wolfgang Mason. 13th will be Richard Johnson. And 2 cars are down a lap. That's Lily Erickson and Jordan Davis. They are 14th and 15th. Drivers out after this incident that took place are Sean Galligan, Chris Kyle, Riley Ogle, and James Silverfox. So out of everybody who took the green flag for the Chasers, we have only 2 Chasers still on the racetrack. They are Adam Chambers, who's currently running in 5th place, or no, I'm sorry, running in 7th place rather, and Trent Dunham running in 11th. Those 2 are the only Chasers that are still in contention for a victory here tonight, or even in contention to finish here tonight. When we get the green flag, we'll have 7 laps to go. Baskinger out in front, Leia Walker right behind him. Then Tryfon Reed, McNamara, Jeffrey Finguy as the green flag comes back out. I don't know if these guys can race it clean and green to the end. We'll have to find out. Baskinger going to take the top spot. Tryfon Reed going to move down underneath Leia Walker. He got a great restart. He'll get second place away. McNamara now going to fill that hole. He'll look for third place off of Leia Walker, who appears to be free-falling right now. Now she'll slip back to fourth as Finguy is under fire from Luke Martin for fifth place. Good battle going on right now between the 2 yellow cars. Tryfon Reed's got second. John McNamara wants it. And oh boy, they're getting pretty testy back behind him. And right in the middle of that battle is the points leader, Adam Chambers. Right behind Michael Norman there. Jordan Davis. Lap car slid right by Jeffrey Finguy, but that's not for position. Justin Williams now going by. I think Finguy's got a little too much damage. I don't think he's quite up to speed. And now Jordan Davis. Remember, he's got some fresher tires, too, because he made a pit stop there under that green flag run, but the caution came out at an inopportune time, trapped him a lap down, but he's using that fresh rubber to his advantage, though. He's been able to get by these cars that are on the lead lap, such as Chambers, Michael Norman. Now he's working on Luke Martin. Meanwhile, further up front, let's see if any battle's going on here. No, looks like the battle for second quelled down awfully quickly. Tryfon Reed keeps it. McNamara back in third as Baskinger continues to lead the way here. In the number 25, Jake Baskinger now gets the indication of 4 to go, and the caution flag is out again. And I don't know for certain, but that may just have ended this race under the caution flag. And it looks like, oh, Drew Austin, Jordan Davis, Luke Martin, Wolfgang Mason, and possibly Trent Dunham could be the reason for this caution coming out. And Jake Baskinger's got to be thinking, please, please, please let this race end under the caution flag. As he is currently the leader. Baskinger, who came into this season mid-season, is 45th in the point standings after a limited number of runs, with an opportunity to pick up the victory here tonight. He's going to let the pace car go on by and pick him up as the leader. We got to take a look and see what puts under the caution for what could possibly be the final time tonight. 3 laps to go, just indicated to leader Jake Baskinger. Now here's a look at it. This was a battle for 5th place between Luke Martin, Jordan Davis, and Adam Chambers, but went dreadfully, dreadfully wrong. They're all going to get into each other's left rears. Davis snaps loose. He's up the racetrack. Luke Martin snaps loose. He's up the racetrack. Chambers, the points leader, somehow is able to save his race car. And then here they come. Wolfgang Mason, nowhere to go. Straight into the 99. Behind them, Jordan Davis going to slide down in front of somebody. I'm not sure who. No, maybe not. Let's move to a different camera angle here if we can. Oh, here comes Drew Austin. Nowhere to go. Slams right into the 99. It's the second hit that Luke Martin took. And I think he's about to get another one from possibly Trent Dunham, or is Trent able to get through? Oh, is he going to get to the high side in time? Yes, he is. Dunham was able to make the pass to clear the 99. There was another car that was smoking, though. Oh, here it was, Drew Austin. Wow. Look at this. After the hit from Luke Martin, that car slides down into the infield, and with it being that D-shaped front straightaway, more often than not, those cars slide right back up into the racing surface, and that's exactly what happens here to Drew Austin. Look at the huge hit he's going to take into the safer barrier, luckily. Just barely hit where the safer barrier was. Hard hit, and he actually slides across the finish line, and then he gets tagged by Jordan Davis. Wow. Hard impact there for Drew Austin. Luke Martin getting tagged twice. He's got to be pretty sore after that. And Jordan Davis spins to the infield. His night is over as well. Question is, though, is the night going to end under the caution flag, or will we have a one-lap shootout? Let's go back and find out what the case will be. We've been given the indication of 1 to go, with the white flag being waved, and as you can see, the lights have not turned off atop the pace car, which means that Jake Baskinger, a driver who back in Season 3 of the Mobil1 Cup Series was actually a chaser. I believe he finished 9th in that chase that season. He is finally going to go back to victory lane here in Season 5 in the 25 car, provided he can make it around in the other turns here, but I think he can. So we think we can safely say Jake Baskinger is going to win the UPS 300 here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. Tryfon Reed, I don't think we talked about him hardly at all tonight. If we talked about him, it was only in the general sense, the fact that he was battling for a position. I don't think we really even talked about his season. 8th in the point standings, and a big opportunity tonight with a lot of drivers up ahead of him DNFing from tonight's race. Big opportunity with a great runner-up finish for him. 3rd place going to be John McNamara. Great run for that rookie. 4th place going to be Leah Walker. She did a great job tonight as well, avoiding that one wreck that took place in turn 1. I'm not sure how she did it, but that helped her en route to a 4th place finish. And this guy, Adam Chambers, just seems to be doing no wrong whatsoever. I don't see one bit of damage on that 21 car. Maybe a little buckle on the hood, but I can't tell. But he came into the points leader, no doubt about it. 5th place finish, going to keep him atop the point standings in the Mobil1 Cup Series chase. As they come down out of turn 4 for the final time, Jake Baskinger gets ready to celebrate as he wins the UPS 300 at Texas Motor Speedway. Checker flag in the air over the hood of the National Guard Chevrolet. Lights go out top pace car, indication that this race is now over. I think we only had a total of maybe 11, 12 cars finish this race. Let's update you on all the survivors of this race. We usually give you the top 10, but let's give every driver that actually finished this event. We went through Chambers. Justin Williams, spinning here, spinning there, spinning everywhere, spins his way to a 6th place finish. Michael Norman will finish the day in 7th. Jeffrey Finguy, the pole sitter, somehow survives to finish 8th. 9th place is going to be Richard Johnson. Great run for him. And how about Trent Dunham? Damaged car and all. Got himself back on the tail end of the lead lap. He's going to finish 10th place here tonight at his home track. That's going to be big for him in the points too, as he is 7th in points, and 5 drivers ahead of him in the standings all DNF'd from this race. We'll have to see what the end result will be for that 8 team. The other drivers that actually finished this race were, I think, only 1 car, and that was Lily Erickson, who finished a lap down, but she finished in the 11th position. So, finish 11th and 1 lap down, that's pretty doggone good in my opinion. The rest of the drivers that were chasers, where they finished tonight, all the rest of them DNF'd. Sean Galligan was 16th, James Silverfox was in 19th place, Nicole Williams 22nd, Eric Burton, 2nd in the points, finished 29th tonight, Joseph Bryant in 30th place, Austin Ogo finished the night in 34th, Sosnowski in 35th, Ralph Mason finished in 39th, 40th was Waidos Avotas. No doubt about it, Texas Motor Speedway has proved to be a big shakeup in the points. The only thing it may not have changed, which we know for certain, is Adam Chambers being atop the standings. His points lead definitely going to grow after tonight, no doubt about that, as he was the only chaser, besides Tryphon Reed, to finish inside of the top 5 tonight. But congratulations to Jake Baskinger on finally getting back to Victory Lane. It's been a long 2 seasons since he visited Victory Lane, and he finally will do it here tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Congratulations to Jake Baskinger on his win. We got more races coming up here at Texas Motor Speedway, including the finishing off 7th chase race of the Snickers Cup Series. Be sure to tune in for that. With what we've seen in the Truck Series and Mobil1 Cup Series events here, it's sure to be a wild one and possibly a big shakeup in the standings there as well. Alright guys, so I'll see you guys next time. Here comes your official finish results, overall point standings, rookie points, and chase points heading next week's race. Please like this video if you enjoyed tonight's race. Subscribe to become part of the crew today. I believe I already said that, but hey, what's wrong with repeating myself? What? Never mind. We'll see you guys next time here on the SJ Sports Channel. Offline racing at its best. Here comes all the other stuff you need to know.